What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, man, J Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like Beezy. But make sure y'all follow my Instagram and Twitch, man. In the description down below. Everything you need to know about your boy Jay is in the description down below. Twitch, we are at 6.2K. You know what I'm saying? 6.2K, man. I appreciate y'all, bro, for all the love and support. Like I say, y'all, and I'm going to say this again, we are doing a Madden 26 franchise as well. So if anybody that wants to join the Madden 26 franchise, you need to join the Discord. You know what I mean? Because I would not, it's not going to be a different Discord. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be a different thing. If you want to join the Madden 26 franchise, it's going to be the same Discord, bro. That's in the description. And I got in the announcement tab, bro. I told y'all, you know what I'm saying, to give me your PSN name if you want me to reserve a spot for you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Give me your PSN name, bro, so I can reserve a spot for you so nobody can take the spot that you have selected to be in. You know what I'm saying? But nah, Discord link in the description down below. If Discord link is not working for you, bro, hit me up on Instagram personally, and I'll try my best to get back at you. You know what I'm saying? And subscribe to my second channel. Link in the description down below. We almost had 1,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all for that, bro. League name in the description down below for my dynasty, bro. So make sure y'all join the dynasty, bro. But we got, is Cooper Flagg really worth the hype? And I'm going to say yes. Let me say it again. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say it the third time. I'm going to say yes. You feel me? That boy just dropped 31 points against the Spurs. I'm telling you, bro. And I try to tell Key to freaking freak this. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell Key to freak this, you know. At the end of the day, bro, and that's one thing about the barbecue fans. I'm going to keep it real. Barbecue fans, bro, one thing that pisses me off is, like, I feel like Cooper Flagg is going to be an amazing player. But do I feel like y'all going to make it? I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep it real, bro. I'm going to keep it real. Even though the barbecues, F the ops for sure. I feel like Nico kind of did avenge himself with the Luka trade. I kind of got to be serious. I'm starting to think about it. I'm like, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, Cooper Flagg. If Cooper Flagg turns out to be the player that I think he should be, I feel like y'all can win. Not win. I don't feel like went to the finals, but you know what I'm saying? That could be a cold team because you do have old people, Kyrie. So you got to win now. Kyrie, you're not really set for the future. I mean, unless you got Cooper Flagg, but I'm talking about mostly your star players. You know what I'm saying? Did y'all just sign D'Angelo Russell? You know what I'm saying? Russell, he's getting up there in age. AD is getting up there in age. Kyrie is getting up there in age. So basically, really, y'all in the win now situation. Really, really, is how it is. You know what I mean? We mostly in the future, but I feel like we can win now, but mostly in the future. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I don't know, y'all. I'll be a hating dude to say that the Ops won't be a good team for sure. You know, if Cooper Flagg turns out to be the player that I think he's going to be, I got to remind y'all, bro, this man played against Team USA. And literally, like, was dropping buckets on them heads. I'm talking about with AD, LeBron James, Steph Curry, Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? The best players in the league, he was dropping buckets on, for sure. You know what I mean? So do I feel like Cooper Flagg is going to be worth the hype for sure? You know what I'm saying? That's why I was trying to tell Key to freak. I'm like, Cooper Flagg like that. In my opinion, he was better than Zion Williamson as an all-around player. Zion Williamson probably averaged more points, but as an all-around player, Cooper Flagg was really one of the best Duke prospects, bro, to come out of Duke. You know what I'm saying? Even as a freshman, he led his team almost in every category, bro, as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I feel like Cooper Flagg is just one of them cats that's just kind of, you know, miles ahead of people. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he definitely. Watching the beginnings of an all-time. But Kyrie, Cooper Flagg, and Gafford and AD, that can be a deadly combination. Talent, not just elite. Even though it's F the ops for sure. Barbecue's cake for sure. Appears once in a generation. Usually the signs are there. National acclaim at an early age. The masses becoming familiar with your name long before you even. Yeah, 82 overall too, bro. Yeah, 82 overall. Bro, 2K really meat ride this man like that. Like, I mean, he was 5. I told y'all he's 5 now for sure. But 82? Dang, already? Dang. NBA court, throw in a few viral performances, jaw-dropping physical gifts, a Sports Illustrated. I couldn't believe that. I just could not believe that. Easily be assumed as the next great NBA superstar. The only problem is we are terrible at predicting truly generational talent. For every player that gets slapped with the label of being generational and lives up to it, there's about 10 more who don't even come close. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it real. Telling you, it's something about Cooper Flagg, though. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? It's something about Cooper Flagg, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That man, you should have. That right there showed me that he's ready to compete in the NBA. He was 17 years old doing that against Team USA. So that right there, if he can hoop against them, LeBron, KD, Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, and if he can hoop against the best, literally the best players in the league, he can hoop in the NBA for sure.
But what do you call a player who was given the description of generational at 16 years old, went toe-to-toe with LeBron as a high schooler, and was projected to go first overall in the NBA draft 3 years before he was even eligible for the draft? Cooper Flagg has faced some of the highest expectations of any recent NBA prospect, and up to this point has exceeded all of them. But even after becoming one of the most obvious first overall picks in recent draft history, some fans justifiably still have
Hey,
doubts.
he dropped 31.
Ranging from he could be the greatest player of an entire era, all the way to he's one of the most overrated prospects we've seen recently.
He's definitely
After
not.
missing on numerous
Like
alleged...
anybody that says that he's overrated, definitely haven't seen Cooper Flagg play. Or just a hater for sure. Definitely not overrated though. And he just dropped 31 points. Literally, just dropped 31 against the Spurs.
generational prospects in recent years, it's clear why some fans are hesitant.
And Zion, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Zion was like that. Like, I don't know why you showing Zion for. Zion was like that, bro. Like, bro just started in New Orleans with eating all them crab cakes. Eating all them crab cakes and seafood balls. That's the only thing that destroys Zion. But if Zion would have kept this, for me, honestly, still, I feel like if Zion just stay healthy and keep everything, keep his weight, because he was getting chubby in the fight. You know what I'm saying? That boy was eating some chicken and drums. You play, da-da-da. That boy was eating a lot of chicken and drums. You know what I'm saying? But nah, though, that's what really destroyed Zion. But Zion, in my opinion, bro, Zion would have stayed healthy. You know what I'm saying? If Zion would have kept his weight right, man, Zion would have been, man, if not the best player in the league, bro. I tell you, Zion is unstoppable, bro. If Zion, healthy Zion, bro, is one of the best players in the league. No cap. I don't care. Literally. So I don't know why you showing him, bro. He really a good player. He not like a Ben Simmons at all. You feel me? Zion really it's just some seafood balls and crab cakes. You need to get him out of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to handle that New Orleans cooking.
To give such a hefty label to
That boy's getting thick.
Some remain certain that Cooper is generational, which begs the question, what makes Cooper Flagg the transcendent talent some say he is? And is he really worth the hype? Or are some fans setting him up for the same exact fate other generational talents have suffered? To answer this question, we have to go back long before anyone even knew the name Cooper Flagg.
He's worth the hype, man. I'm telling you.
Today's video is sponsored by
Oh my God, man. I hate sponsors, man. I just miss when YouTube videos was just normal. I just miss it. But I can't get mad at, you know what I'm saying, at you doing the spot. It's your video, you know what I'm saying?
It's only on SeatGeek.
I can't really, you know what I'm saying, blame you for that. Get your money, kid. Get your money. Gotta get it how you live, man. Gotta get it how you live.
A news publication out of Maine wrote a piece about a basketball prodigy who was starting to gain attention not just around the state, but around the country, describing him as a talent they had never seen before. A 6'7", supremely gifted 14-year-old. Local coaches and scouts knew immediately they were onto something special and early, because this would be one of the first mentions of the name Cooper Flagg, a freshman who had yet to play a single game of high school ball, who many agreed they had never seen the likes of. Over the next 2 years, Cooper quickly became a national headliner, transferring to Montverde Academy and rising up the high school rankings. By the end of his sophomore season, it became clear that Cooper was, in fact, a talent unlike anything else in the country. The secret was out. Cooper Flagg may just be next up. A conversation that led to this. The first mention of Cooper Flagg not just as a great prospect, but as a generational prospect. This came out following a successful summer season where Flagg jumped up national rankings.
How the freak did the Mavericks get the #1 pick? Like, that joint right there is so rigged. Like, somebody tell me how the barbecues get. They trade Luka, then you get #1 pick like Cooper Flagg. Get the freak out of there. Like, that junk is clear as day. You had a 1% chance of getting it. So how you get it? Come on, bro. Like, be real, bro. If you say that junk wasn't rigged, bro, you just a stupid nigga. I don't care what you talk about. Boys had a 1% chance of getting, man, the junk rigged this day. Clear as day. You trade Luka and now you get a #1 pick for Cooper Flagg. Come on, bro.
star prospect
Come
to
on, bro.
the consensus number
Stop
one
being
player
so
in the
blind,
country
bro. Stop being
in his
so
class.
in denial.
Like many others before him, the towering propositions about his game and what he might become began to ramp up.
So in
But
denial.
being called generational isn't necessarily out of the norm for prospects of this caliber. However,
Nigga, why are you showing as Victor? You know, why are you showing Victor Wembanyama? Just show the people who's not living up to the hype. Like if Victor Wembanyama wouldn't have got injured this season with the blood clot, he didn't get injured. He just got a blood clot. Like Victor Wembanyama would have won Defensive Player of the Year. Like he would have definitely won a lot. Of, like Victor Wembanyama would have been one of the best, if not top 5 players in the league, bro. So don't show Victor Wembanyama. Don't show Zion Williamson. Don't show them players. Show DeAndre Ayton. Show Ben Simmons. Show them. But Victor and Zion, don't show them. Because when it's like I'm just looking. It's like, okay, basically you saying Victor ain't live up to the hype. You saying Zion ain't live up to the hype. That's what you saying.
being called generational is
don't show their names.
out of the norm for
Show that name.
prospects of this caliber.
Show that name.
However, what is out of the norm is the fact that this article was published on August 3rd, 2023, when Cooper was just 16 years old. At the time, 3 years away from being draft eligible. His incredible physical tools and NBA readiness already putting him in conversations with prospects like LeBron, AD, Zion, and Wemby before he even started his junior season in high school. But turns out that junior season would never come, because just a week after getting compared to the best prospects of the 21st century, Cooper broke headlines when
that's another thing that about Cooper, bro. He's not a one-sided player, and that's why I feel like he definitely gonna be a problem, because it's like he's not only a one-sided player, he's a two-way player. Just as he does so much on offense that people just tends to forget about his defense. But the man is a two-way player. The man is a great defender as well.
Being compared to the best prospects of
that's
the
what's
21st
kind of gonna stand him
century,
out in front of everybody. Like, bro is a defensive menace.
Cooper broke headlines when he decided to jump up a year and reclassify from the class of 2025 to the class of 2024. The result of Flagg jumping up a class and bypassing an entire season of basketball, he not only instantly became the #1 player in the country against players 1 to 2 years older than him, overnight, he became the favorite to be selected first overall in the 2025 NBA draft. As a 16-year-old who had just finished his sophomore year of high school.
That's crazy.
The rankings were, of course, correct. Cooper was still so far ahead of his competition that he was a shoo-in for the High School National Player of the Year just a few games into that season. Projections this bullish and this early are so rare that we've only seen them a handful of times. Back in 2001, when NBA scouts were already saying a 16-year-old...
Yeah, they need to bring that high school, like, they need to bring that junk back, bro. Like, people coming out of high school, bro, like, need to bring it back, bro. Bring it back. If you feel like a nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? They need to bring that junk back, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why they got rid of it, bro. Bring that junk back, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
LeBron was a surefire #1 pick.
He left his freshman year. He could have left in high school. The man didn't even play in college for real. The man left as a freshman in college. Left as a freshman.
Recently, with Victor Wembanyama, who was projected to be the first overall pick 2 years before he was eligible for the draft. Outside of these two truly once-in-a-generation talents, even the most sought-after prospects do not face these expectations this early in their basketball career. But it was in the following season where Cooper faced his biggest test yet. Proved that he was good enough to still dominate games at the college level. But before he even stepped foot on a college court, Cooper did what no high schooler had ever done before him. How do we know if Cooper Flagg will be able to play at the next level and compete against the best players in the world? Well, because he already played them. Last summer, at just 17 years old, Flagg was chosen to be a part of the USA Men's Select Team, a team that would scrimmage LeBron, Steph, KD, and the rest of the Olympic team. A team that hadn't featured a non-NBA player in over a decade and had never featured a high school kid. Now, the best one could hope for this kid going toe-to-toe against the NBA's best is for him to just...
Look, y'all, bro, that's what I was talking about, y'all. Like, bro, that's how you know, like, that's how you know he's ready. Like, you got this the best, bro. You got Devin Booker, superstar status. Tyrese Halliburton, superstar. Bam Adebayo, superstar. AD, man, if he can competing against these boys, man, he was the best one on the court. They ain't near. On both teams. Come on, bro.
Best one could hope for this kid going toe-to-toe against the NBA's best is for him to just fit in, soak in the moment, make the right plays, and just not be alone.
Hey!
Cooper didn't just fit in. He actually stood out. In a straw poll survey conducted by The Athletic following the training camp, players on the Olympic team were asked who they thought the best player on the men's select team was. The player who was chosen by unanimous decision was Cooper. A team loaded with some of the brightest young NBA talents, and it was the 17-year-old kid that played better than all of them. By the end of the summer, Cooper had already checked off every generational box. He received national acclaim. He was way ahead of schedule in his frame and development to the point where it just...
I'm gonna keep it real. If this nigga turned out to be who I think he is, math is gonna be a problem. And it hurt me to say this, the ops, F the ops, but the ops gonna be a problem. The ops gonna need to be handled immediately. If he turned out to be him, Kyrie, Anthony Davis, oh shoot. Oh my God. Nah, shoot. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I can't stand when the ops be good, man. I can't stand that. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the ops. I hate the ops. You know what I'm saying? So I give credits what it do. If Cooper Flagg turns out to be who I think he's gonna be, the ops is gonna be a problem. We're gonna have to solve that problem immediately.
Wasn't even fair. He went from dominating his class to dominating the country to playing and holding his own against the best players in the world. And of course, he had earned the generational label. The next challenge in front of him was college, which at that point wasn't really a challenge at all. As the second youngest player in the entire country, Cooper immediately became the best player in college basketball, putting up 19, 7, and 4 a game as statistically the best offensive player in the country and a top 5 defensive player in the country. His measurables, defensive instincts, and polished offensive game drawing comparisons.
I just want to be trying to tell people, bro, if you call this man overrated, bro, you ain't watch him. I'm like, the people that's calling this man overrated, haters. No way you can say this man. This man's dominated everywhere he's been. No way you can call this man overrated. If you've been keeping up with Cool Flag, you know he's not overrated, bro. You know he worked. Like, you know he like, yeah, this kid like definitely like worth the hype. Yeah.
Tatum, Scottie Pippen, and Kawhi Leonard. The kid played half of the season as a 17-year-old and won National Player of the Year. But to put into perspective just how incredible Cooper's freshman season at Duke was, here are the top 250 players in college basketball last season, represented by age on the x-axis and box plus minus on the y-axis. This chart represents the top 10% of all college basketball players this past season, and it tells the story of what NBA teams are looking for when assessing talent and who stands out amongst their peers. Up here are some of the best players in the country last season, the vast majority of them on the older end of college sports, 22, 23, even 24-year-olds. But the NBA isn't necessarily looking for the best prospects, they're looking for prospects with the most upside, young guys who have the highest ceiling. And this becomes clear if we highlight all 30 players selected in the first round of the 2025 NBA draft. All of these players had great seasons, but what really sets them apart from the other 2,400 collegiate players trying to get drafted is their youth. Look at the top picks in this year's draft, and all of them are much younger than their non-drafted counterparts. You could call this the draft zone, a recipe of being elite and extremely young, and landing here will greatly increase your odds of making it to the league. It's not just about being good, it's about being good early and having the potential to get a whole lot better. But if the best prospects in the country are here, where's Cooper Flagg? You guys are not gonna believe this. He's up here, all by himself. A kid that was supposed to still be in high school as by far the best player.
That was 18 years old. That's what I'll be trying to tell y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with you. If you ain't making the NBA by the age of 25, give up on your dreams. Nigga, give up on your dreams. And it sounds harsh. Do you realize at the age of 25, that's like really when you become like really like veteran status for real? Nigga, you ain't coming in the league. Nigga, you gotta be an outstanding, like you gotta stand out. But nigga, if you still like fighting to even get on the roster spot, you 20, 25 years old, nigga, leave. This boy, niggas going to the league at 18 years old. Give up on your dreams. You got niggas still talking about these hoop dreams. They 26, nigga. It's not for you, nigga. You ain't making it. You 25 or older, you still trying to make it? Oh, nigga. What are you doing? You're wasting time. You're not meant to be in the NBA. Simple. 25, 26, that's when niggas start in their prime. That's when niggas start winning rings. Nigga, you dang near a veteran in the league. You dang near old. Really? Man, 18 years old, man. So I just had to state that, man. Nigga, if you 26 and you still ain't at the high level, you still ain't in the NBA, man, give up on your dreams. You 25, nigga, give up on your dreams. Nigga, 24, nigga, I'm not gonna lie. Nigga, give up. I mean, 24, you got 24 years. Nigga, give up on your dreams, nigga. But you got 18, 19, 20-year-olds, man, making it. That's really who making it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going in, bro. But, man, if you ain't still in the league, you are like 24, 25, man. Give up on your dreams.
In the country with the most upside. It is not a stretch to say Cooper Flagg is a generational talent. But here's the catch. Despite all of the incredible things he's done over the last few years, and his absurd NBA readiness at a young age and just how much upside he possesses, Cooper is not the exception. When LeBron came into the league, we had never seen a prospect quite like him up to that point. When Victor Wembanyama was drafted, we definitely had never seen a player like him before.
Gonna be hard,
I didn't even know a player like him was in the realm of possibility. But we have seen players, even recently, like Cooper Flagg, that were just as talented, just about as young, with games just as NBA ready as Flagg's is. And even when we think we know the recipe for a surefire megastar, history has shown us that oftentimes we don't know the difference between great talent and generational talent. Since 2000, there have been 12 players who were given the label of generational, from LeBron and Greg Oden to...
I ain't gonna lie. Dwight Howard, you know what I'm saying? He was good for a little while. Dwight Howard definitely was good for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Magic Dwight Howard was crazy. You know what I mean? But really flopped. We talking about, like, you know what I'm saying, being like, I'm talking about like being a stud throughout your whole career. Like being that from start to finish. Really only LeBron. Generation, that's just being generational is, nigga, you being like that from the start to the finish. LeBron gonna be like that from start to finish. I feel like AD gonna be like that from start to finish. Honestly. Curry gonna be like that from start to finish. They gonna just retire because they have to. KD gonna be like that start to finish. That's just generational players. The only generational player on this list, and you probably can't see him, is LeBron James. It's Bron. That's it. Cade Cunningham looks like he definitely could be that. Cade Cunningham, if he get his physique right, you know what I'm saying, he could be a problem. But the only three, I ain't gonna lie, the three that AD is generational for sure. But Cooper Flagg, I feel like he can get in that mix. Like, he can get in that mix. Cade Cunningham on the rise, bro. Definitely like that for sure. And Victor Wembanyama. It's going to be
Zion and Wemby.
Some players.
Now, for many of these names, similar to Cooper Flagg, their title as generational was accepted,
like
but
be a problem.
not by everyone. Like Greg Oden back in 2007, who truly did look like a once-in-a-generation big man coming out of college. Him getting selected over Kevin Durant is about all the evidence you need of that. Same with Zion Williamson in 2019, another incredibly hyped prospect with superstar potential who blew the doors off of college basketball for a season, but has been completely derailed thanks to injuries. 12 proclaimed generational prospects in 26 years, or about one projected generational talent every other year, is a gross overestimation not just of talent, but how often this kind of talent comes around. Among the true generational talents, and the ones who had the potential to be one, are the players who were thrown into a conversation they should have never been in. Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis are both incredible Hall of Famers, but still not quite generational. Andrew Wiggins and Ben Simmons looked the part, but fell short by about a mile.
Yeah, generational like LeBron. So yeah, you're right about Anthony Davis. Not really generational. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, he fought. Don't get me wrong. 80 still fight. 85 for sure. But he ain't generational. Generational like Bron and Curry and, you know what I'm saying?
Andrew Wiggins and Ben Simmons looked the part, but fell short by about a mile. Believe it or not, even players like DeAndre Ayton and Cade Cunningham managed to earn the generational label leading up to the time they were drafted. Of these 12 players, one of them truly lived up to the lofty label, and another one is currently proving he was worthy of the label. The general public predicted 12, and we got 2. No matter how many players we claim to be generational, turns out once in a generation truly means once in a generation.
Dang, bro. When he put it like that, bro, I'm like, dang. He put it like that, and it's like, shoot, we're going to have to see. Because really, you start thinking about it, like, there's a lot of niggas that got that generational label. Feel me? So, only 1% live that late. Like generational, like once in a generation type. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to be like the best in the league, dang near top 5. Bron came in, dang near best in the league, bro. No cap. Like out of high school, bro came here, dang near top 5 in the league. It didn't take long for Bron to get to the top. I gotta take certain niggas. It didn't take nigga came in the league. He was already at the top, dang near. Still had Kobe and them in the league, but he was already like top 5, bro. So it's just like same thing with Victor. Victor now top 10. If he wouldn't got injured, I feel like Vic would have been top 5. So it's like, yeah, you really gotta be like that. And none of these niggas they X out as top 10 right now. Honestly, Cade Cunningham, he could be on the verge, but he's not a top 10 player right now.
And with Wemby clearly
these two right here are LeBron top 10 still right now, and Vic is the top 10 player.
The guy of this era, we may not be due for another generational talent for quite some
time. So for Cooper Flagg to be generational, he has to come in like great. I ain't gonna lie, basically. So yeah, for him to be generational, he has to come in great. You know what I'm saying? Come in great.
What are the odds Cooper lives up to the absolute upper end of the ceiling people have placed on him? Well, no one actually knows. If what a player did leading up to the time of them being drafted told us who they would become in the league, then Zion, Ben Simmons, and Andrew Wiggins would be the face of the NBA right now. The inverse of this is also true. If pre-draft projections were any indication of who a player would eventually become, Giannis, Jokic, and Kawhi would have been written off years ago. We may have an idea of what a player might become, but that's it. An idea. Truth is, some of these once proclaimed generational talents didn't fail to meet their potential. It's likely that they were just never the once in a generation talent some claimed them to be. All things indicate that
Dwight was fine though. I ain't gonna lie, Dwight was fine. He just fell off. I ain't gonna lie, Dwight Howard though at the Magic, one of the best centers I've ever seen.
Could be a truly transcendent.
But generational is from start to finish. It's just not from start. It's from start to finish. You know?
League. Of course, that's generation. Indication meant anything at all. Only time will tell what Cooper's true potential is, and if he'll rise up and meet it.
Never know, man. We never know. But when he X'd out Cade Cunningham, Greg Oden, you know what I'm saying, and you know, Zion Williams, I was like, dang, he right, bro. Like, really, rarely anybody lives up to that generational height. For real. Because the dudes that's best in the league now wasn't really looked at as It'd be the dudes that we don't even look at for real, that we don't expect to do anything out of college, that be the best in the league. Those be the dudes that be like, it be the dudes who you think gonna be the best that turns out to be the worst. Then be the dudes that you think that's not gonna do nothing, be the ones that's how I really be in the league. No cap. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, it's like you just gotta know, man, when you drafting prospects, man, who to go with and who not to go with.